Yeah.
All right. This is section 5.1, compound interest. We've heard this before the last couple of weeks, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Tonight's homework is chapter 5, page 2. We're going to do numbers 21 through 32. What we want to do today is make sure we understand exactly what compound interest means. Let me remember. Oh my God, last week I remember learning this. Let's see if we remember. Do not yell it out. There's compound interest, and then there's another one that we did before compound interest. I see one hand. 2, 3. You can look at your notes. You can look at your notes. You don't have to go off memory. That's why we write down notes, so that we can look back. Look back at your notes. There was compound interest, and before compound, there was something. Look at your notes. Camden's about to find it. Isaiah's going to go and find it. Isaiah, what is it? Compound interest and what else? There was something else. Compound and, Jaden? Simple. Very good. Today we're going to go over what compound interest means. Okay? Write this down, Isaiah, please. Let's talk about interest in general, because it was something that confused me at your age. Okay? When we're talking about interest, specifically compound interest, it's when they charge interest on top of your interest. Stephen, move your chair, please. All right, let's rewind. Let's say that you need money from your bank, and you take out what we call a loan. Is the bank just going to look at you and be like, yeah, you look like a nice guy. Here's $500. Is that what the bank's going to do? No. They will give you the money, but with what we call interest. Cool. I'll give you $500, but I'm going to charge you 2% or 3% or 4% depending on the bank. And because we need the money, we say, cool, I'll take it. Now this is how rich people stay rich and broke people stay broke. Because we have to be educated on these things. Let me give you a scenario. My sister really, really wants to buy this truck. Like, she's determined to buy this truck. I don't know why she needs a truck, but she wants it. Right here. She wants this big old Ford, and I forgot the name. What's that big truck? I'll remember right now. Anyways, she went to the dealership, and the car is supposed to be 50 grand. That's how it is, like at every dealership. Now she goes to this dealer, right? And he's like, I'll give it to you for 45. Most 45,000. Most people will be like, cool. He took off how much? $5,000. But because my sister is educated, the first thing she asked was, what's the interest? I know you're not going to give this to me for free. There are people my age now, in their early 30s, who cannot buy a freaking car because of something they did when they were 17. Still on their credit. And I'm sorry to say, most of these people are black and brown because they're not making good decisions. So just don't be that guy. I want us to make better decisions. So let's apply this to what we're doing now. This is the formula for compound interest. I need you to write that down. I'm going to have the boys come help you right now because this is all done on the calculator. If you know how to use the calculator, you're going to be fine. This is what I want you to highlight. This right here, this R, and this T. Like Lorenzo said last week, this P0 has a name. We don't call it P0. We don't call it PO. It said P naught. Everybody say that with me? P naught. Everybody say that with me? P naught. Next year when you guys are in chemistry, you're going to see a V with a 0 at the bottom. Your chemistry teacher's going to say V naught. If there's an R with a 0 at the bottom, you don't say rho, you say R naught. That's how we say it. This P naught is your initial balance. Five seconds in your group, literally 5. Make sure everybody knows what the word balance is, and I'm going to ask you. Everybody in your group, what is a balance? Talk to your group. Camden, what is a balance? Your total money in your account, right? All right, I have a question for you. If you're putting money, you're giving money to the bank. You're like, yo, here's my money. Do you want them to do the interest in a simple way, or do you want compound interest? I need eyes on me, eyes on me, eyes on me, eyes on me, eyes on me. Head up, head up. If I'm giving the bank money and I want them to add interest, because I want them to put more money, do I want them to do simple interest? Don't yell it out. Or compound interest? Think. I'm putting money in a savings account and I want my money to grow. Do I want compound or do I want simple? JJ? Compound, why? Just guess. But remember we talked about my sister's interest, right? How many times is simple interest done? Once. Compound is over time. So do I want compound or simple? Definitely want compound. That's if I'm putting money into a bank and I'm saying, yo, make my money work. Turn around. Go ahead. What if the other way around? What if I borrow money from the bank because I really, really want to buy my girlfriend her engagement ring? I need to borrow money. Do I want them to charge me simply or compound? Don't yell it out. Jason, what do you think? Simple. I want them to just charge me once. Please do not charge me every month. Because then her $10,000 ring is now $20,000. Are you with me? Yeah. Interest can do that. Interest can double your amount. So let's pretend that this P naught is how much money you're putting in altogether. Not pretend. That's what it is. The R is the rate. We went over the last week. And Jacob, do you remember what T is stand for?
Time.
Very good. All right, let's jump into an example here. Example 1. Jacob, write this down, deposits $700 into a compound interest account. Jacob, you got $700? You guys don't complain to me about being broke. You know those little earbuds that you guys have been having for 2 years? Yeah, I just got it last week, so I don't want to hear it. Huh? AirPods. What did I say? I said earbuds. Come on, Isaiah. They're called AirPods. Get with it. They're called AirPods. I just got it last week. I'm not even trying to hear you tell me, I don't have the money. Get it down. All right. Let's say Jacob puts in $700 into a compound interest account. The interest is 4.3%.